There are some things that destroys marriages and relationships even without us noticing them. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you some that I know. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonya Chineye here. If you're new here, you're welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know I love you so much. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. So in today's video, like I said before, I'll be sharing some tips that destroys marriages and relationships, even some of them without us noticing them. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first one is forgiving but not forgetting, or should I say pretending to forgive but still holding the grudges. There are sometimes that we forgive, or maybe our partner did something and said sorry, and we just say, okay, I've forgiven you, but you're still carrying that thing in your mind. I'm not expecting you to like just forget immediately. There is a difference between forgetting and still holding the grudges. Sometimes you just carry the grudges in your mind, and you are pretending that you are forgiving the person, but the thing is still disturbing you in your mind. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So what this does to us is that our partner that we are forgiving already has in mind that we are forgiving him or her. So like he's living his life, he's happy, he's just doing his normal day-to-day routine, but you that is the person that forgive, you are still carrying the thing in your mind, like it's still paining you. Do you get that kind of thing? Like it's still paining you, and you'll be feeling sad without your partner even knowing what is wrong with you, and you'll be killing yourself inside. It's just affecting you and only you. It's not even like affecting the person that did the thing. You are the one that will be bearing the heartache and the unhappiness alone. So it's just better to like let go, because the person that did the thing has already moved on, knowing that you are forgiving them. So it's better to just let go and be happy. And another thing that this does is that it will hinder you from showing your maximum love and support to your partner. Because when you have something in mind, I don't know if it happens to me alone or if it happens to everybody. What is it? When you have something in your mind, or when you are keeping grudge for somebody, you cannot, even if you are pretending to smile and everything, you cannot show the person the love as you used to show the person before. Like it will be hindering you from showing your genuine love and support to the person. Let's say that you saw something that you want to maybe get for your partner also, and you remember that thing that he did to you that maybe you're still carrying in your mind. You're not likely to do that thing that you want to do, if you get what I'm saying. So like it hinders us from running our lives normally. I don't know how to put it, but you shall get what I'm saying. So you just have to like let go, and if you say you are forgiving, just forgive and let go. That's it. And the second one is comparison and unrealistic expectations, like setting unrealistic expectations. I've seen some people that write the list of what they want in a man and the list of what they want in a woman. I don't know if you want to marry a god or you want to marry a human being. I don't know. But I've seen some people writing like perfection, their dream man, or is it their spec, writing everything they want in the person. Even if you want to write what you want in a man or a woman, write something that is realistic. There are some lists that you will see, you'll be like, are you sure you want to get married, or you want to get married to God Almighty? Because you have to know that humans, we are not perfect. Like nobody is perfect, right? So setting those expectations and wanting a man to fulfill all of them, if the man just defaults one, hey, don't say wahala don't do. You get? So you just have to set expectations that can be done, that are even real. You're not expecting to marry all this Nollywood and Z-word perfect husband. I don't know where we get all those mindsets from, but just know that a movie is a movie, reality is reality. Don't go and start having dreams of marrying a man that will be perfect. You wake up in the morning, come and kiss you, before he goes to work he will bathe you, all those kind of unrealistic things that happens in movie. You don't have to set all those things. If you just set it and you finally got married to the person that you think is perfect for you, and if the person wakes up tomorrow and does not meet that your expectation, I don't think that relationship will continue or will work, unless you change your mind, or it's really bad for a relationship to set unrealistic goals or unrealistic expectations. And another thing that happens is that most time people compare their family or their spouse, their partner, to other persons that they see maybe online or other persons that they know. That one is still very bad, because you got married to your partner, not the other person that you're comparing him to. Do you get that kind of thing? So the comparison and setting unrealistic expectations is bad for relationship, and it leads to disappointment. So you don't have to have in mind that, oh, this marriage will be perfect, and when it's not perfect, you will start filing for divorce and scattering everywhere, arguments and all those stuff. So you just have to like set realistic expectations and avoid comparison in any way you can. Moving on to the third one. The third one is poor conflict resolution. You guys, before you get married, or when you're getting married, or you're already married, you just have to learn how to resolve conflicts. It's not everybody that knows how to resolve conflict. Some people, to resolve conflict is just arguments and shouting, all those things. You have to learn to resolve conflicts in a peaceful way. You need to learn how to resolve conflict in a healthy manner. When two persons that don't know how to resolve conflict comes together, just know that every day will be buzz tickets. So you just have to learn. Even if your husband doesn't know how to resolve conflicts peacefully or healthy, then you need to learn it. One person needs to, like, two people know they're mad at the same time. I don't know how they used to say it, but you shall understand what I'm saying. So like, one person needs to learn how to resolve conflict peacefully, so that if the other person is shouting and arguing and all those stuff, you can like calm him down and you guys will talk like two matured people. I've not seen anywhere that argument and shouting solve the problem. I don't know, but it doesn't solve a problem. It can only lead to emotional distance, and it can lead to you guys saying what you are going to regret. So it's just better to like learn to resolve your conflict peacefully. So guys, the next one is neglecting self-care or overstressing yourself. I know this one sounds somehow, does it? But this one also brings problem in marriage or destroys marriage or relationship. I've seen some women that looks like unkept and stressed just because they're taking care of their kids and taking care of their home. There is something that I always say: after all this stressing yourself and like not resting, not taking care of yourself, if you eventually dies, or if you eventually kills yourself, within a year or two, your husband will just find another stepmom for your children, and life goes on. So you just have to find time to take care of yourself. If you sleep for a day, nothing is going to go wrong. Nothing bad is going to happen. If you just take your time and sleep, nothing will go wrong. Find a way to take care of yourself. Don't kill yourself over family or over your children or all those stuff. Find time for yourself. Sometimes when you're even looking on kept and all of that, your husband will start getting irritated by you or start avoiding you. It happens without even caring, that without even noticing that it's because of his kids, or it's because you're trying to arrange your home. That's why you're looking on kept. Human is should I say a selfish being. So like, you just have to have yourself in mind too. I'm not saying that you should not take care of your family or you should not take care of your kids, you should just focus on yourself. No, but you have to find time for yourself. You are a person, like, you still have to take care of yourself. You need to be healthy in order to even take care of your children very well. When you're looking unkept, that means your children too will look unkept, because there is no how you look unkept and your children will be looking neat and nice and healthy. So you just have to take care of yourself that is taking care of the family. So sis, try and find a time for yourself. Just take a day off, treat yourself, like self-care. You get, just go out, make your hair, sleep, rest. You really need it, and it really matters in relationship or marriage, anyone. So moving on to the next one. The next one is considering one another when taking decisions. Sometimes we tend to take decisions that will affect the other partner without even thinking of them. We can achieve this by always asking ourselves, what if I'm in this person's shoe? If I'm in his shoe, how will I feel? Having this in mind will really go a long way in making decisions that will not affect the other party. And the last one for this video is, guys, let's pause for a second. If you watched up to this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, please I'm begging, click the subscribe button. Okay, click the subscribe button. It's really important to me. Click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, and like this video at this point, because if you watched up to this point, that means you are gaining value from this video. So please click the subscribe button and like this video. Turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. So guys, let's continue. Lack of communication is the last one that I have here. Lack of communication in marriage or relationships. I always talk about communication. Communication is the, should I say the most important? I don't know, but communication is really, really important in marriage and relationship, and even everything we do in life. Communication is very, very important. A relationship without communication is just as good as dead, because there is no how your partner will know what you are thinking or what you are feeling without you communicating it with him or her. There is no how they will just wake up and know what you have in mind or what you are thinking if you don't talk about it. The husband is not a seer or a god that he will just like know what you are thinking without you saying it. So communication is really important. Whatever you are feeling, whatever you are thinking, just call your partner. He's your partner. Call your partner, sit down and talk about it like two grown adults. Talk about it. Sit down and talk about your life. Sit down and talk about your future, your kids. Sit down and talk about your love for each other. All this matters a lot. You don't only talk when there is a problem or when you are arguing. In some families, they only communicate only with arguments, and it's really bad. So like, you have to sit down and communicate regarding anything that you're feeling or anything that you are thinking about the family. A good and healthy communication equals to a healthy marriage or a healthy relationship. But when there is no communication, one day one person can just wake up and file for a divorce, and you'll be like, what is wrong? What is happening? You won't even know that it's maybe something that the person has been carrying in his mind or in her mind for a very long time, and you like be like, what is happening? Has it gotten to this extent? So you just have to like talk about it. Without talking about it, nobody knows what is wrong with you. That is why you see some marriages or some relationships and they're looking perfect. You be like, why can't my own be like this? It's because they talk about it. Like, you discuss with your husband. If something happens and you don't like it, you talk to your husband, see, I don't like this and I don't like that one, and he will like find a way to correct himself. But when you don't talk about it, that thing will keep happening, and you'll be feeling bad or sad about it. One day it will lead to arguments or shouting. That is when you will now say the thing out, and during those moments you cannot resolve it. Communication is really important in relationships and marriage. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. God bless you. I love you so much. Please, 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 if you are not subscribed, please do. I'm begging you. I beg. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.